right, let's go through one of my favorite exercises lately. This is a chop. The chop is best done with a cable, whether that's like a big cable, sort of like rig system, or if you have sort of an attachment like we do. In a pinch, you can also do a cable chop with a band, and I'll show you that after I show you the regular cable chop. So with your attachment to the cable system at your gym, you're gonna look for a long handle. So that could be like a tricep pull down rope, sort of that like braided rope that you've like strung out. So instead of being like two handles, you're gonna hold one of it on, essentially one end of it on one side and the other end on the other side, and use it to spread your hands far apart. If your gym or the place you work out has a like longer metal bar, that also works really well. In a pinch, you can do what I'm gonna do, which is to grab the end of this handle, and then to grab a little bit higher up. So I'm gonna grab the plastic part right where the rope is, because that gives me a good place to put my hands. I'm gonna get 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm gonna step away just a little bit. And what's gonna happen here is I have a little bit of bend in my knees. My rib cage is stacked over my pelvis, so I'm not ribs way forward. I'm not like pelvis way dumped forward. I'm stacked, I'm here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this down or chop this down towards my pocket on my opposite side. So the goal here is not just for my arms to move, but for my sternum and my ribcage to turn to the side as well. I'm not gonna let my head go with it, so I'm not turning my whole body here. I'm keeping my head and my neck straight on, and I'm chopping my torso to the side and coming back up, chopping to the side, coming back up. And the goal here is to really find those abs on that opposite side that you're chopping towards. If you want to make this one a little bit spicier, instead of doing just like a regular split stance with a gentle bend in the knees, you can drop down into a like split squat sort of lungy position, and then essentially do the same thing. Then you're asking for lots of legs and lots of abs at the same time. Rotational core is really, really great, especially in folks who tend to get more stiff after working out, just because it helps break people out of that like ribcage forward, pelvis forward tension. It helps them learn how to use their abs to rotate and to allow their back muscles to like let go enough to allow that rotation to happen, which is why chops are so great. Before we go, I'm gonna show you the banded version. So I've taken a long band here and I've put it around the rig like this, and then I've looped it like so. And it is just looped along this like crossbar, so it's not gonna go anywhere if I pull it down. So you might have to be creative in terms of finding something to pull against, but or to loop around. But a similar thing is gonna happen here. This band's gonna be a little bit on the stiff side for me. I'm not gonna be able to go as far, but we're looking for a similar thing to happen here. We'll get up nice and close to this guy in terms of trying to rotate that torso down and then rotating it back up. Enjoy.